What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mic Check Podcast. It's T Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today, we're going to continue our mock draft series as we pick up with picks number 16 through 20. And first on the board is going to be the Washington Commanders. Before we make their pick, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate your feedback. So at number 16, the Commanders, we predict, are going to pick defensive back from Alabama, Brian Branch. And this is going to be something of a situation where the Commanders love to get guys from Alabama. And this is going to be no different. What we'll see happen here is a guy who can come in and start immediately at different positions. So you don't have to put him anywhere in particular, but he is expected to line up at safety, at least initially anyway. You may see him get some time in the slot in the preseason just to test his mettle against NFL caliber receivers, but he's definitely going to be more of a two deep safety. Next pick on the board is going to be number 17, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they're going to select cornerback Deontay Banks out of Maryland. Now, basically, I'm thinking the Steelers are really going to try to double dip in the first round and maybe pick on the offensive side with one pick and then defensive side with the other. And that's why we're looking at cornerback. Now, Mike Tomlin is a guy who has prided himself on having one of the better defenses, even if it's not necessarily of his own doing. He's always got a great defense coordinator, and this is usually part of the plan by getting the right players that fit schemes, and then they just go from there. So I'm expecting them to do the same this year. Next up at number 18, the Detroit Lions are expected to select Bijan Robinson, running back out of Texas. I say hook him. Wish he could go earlier, get more money in the bag, but this is a guy who can really dominate a football game, given just a little bit of help in the blocking department. He's got speed. He's got moves in the open field, a lot like Saquon Barkley a few years ago. Really stout-built running back, built for the long haul, doesn't really get injured, and plays with a high motor all the time. He's a player that you can expect 100% from every time. And then you know that if you're giving him the tools around him and you're setting up the run game with, using it as part of the play action package and stuff like that, he's going to get you some plays, and then he can always hit that home run and take it to the house. Next up at number 19, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Nolan Smith, edge rusher out of Georgia. So this is a position of need for the Buccaneers because they're in a division where there's a lot of passing and things like that. So expect them to get somebody that can push the pocket while they wait for Shaq Barrett to get back in shape after a torn Achilles. My biggest thing for Tampa is they're going to be looking to rebuild some things because even though they look on paper like a young team to some degree, they age pretty quickly. So it's going to be necessary for them to look at the defensive side because on offense, they may experience some struggles. So you need to get the talent on the defense to hold you over till you get your offense back together. All right, next up, number 20, Seattle Seahawks select defensive end Myles Murphy out of Clemson. And to me, like I've mentioned previously, the Seahawks have been a very strong defensive-minded team under Pete Carroll, and you expect that to continue because if his defense is doing well, it gives his offense time. He doesn't have the most explosive offense at all times, so he needs to have a defense that's going to carry them, play after play, series after series, game after game. So in this particular case, I think selecting the defensive end that's going to fit their scheme really well is going to be important for Seattle. So that's going to be my 5 picks for this particular video, 16 through 20. Let me know what you think. This has been T for the Mic Check Podcast. Until the next time I'm out. Peace.